Hi, today is May 20th, 2026. We're on the back slope of the Vanderwerp family's home. It is 7:45 in the morning. The current temperature outside is 70 degrees. We see that their roofing system has experienced quite a bit of wind and storm damage. We're going to be doing a repairability assessment on this area of the roof. This is on the back slope. What we're going to be doing is taking this test book X, and we're going to be removing and reinserting it. We'll be documenting anything that goes on or takes place. We have chalk on the roof, a notepad as well to keep notes. We have all the surrounding shingles of test book X marked out and numbered. We have books 1 and 2, which are directly beneath test book X. We have 3, which is off to the left, and 4, which is off to the right. We have 5 and 6, which overlap the nail strip of shingle book X. Those will need to be lifted in order to remove any nails or fasteners. We have 7 and 8, which overlap the nail strip of 5 and 6. 5 and 6 have nails in their nail strip that will need to be removed in order to get the shingle out. The tools I'll be using is a magnetic roofing hammer, roofing snakes, a soft-nosed rounded putty knife, and a flat bar. Alright, well, what we want to do first is diagnose the shingle. We have test book X. It is a dimensional shingle. The shingle book starts here and the shingle book ends here. What I need to do first is get it removed from all the material that binds it to books 1 and 2. For that, I'll use a soft-nosed putty knife. I want to go slow. We don't want to rip or tear anything. Now I need to do the same things for books 5 and 6. There's quite a bit of glue right here. It's kind of preventing me from breaking. There we go. Alright, the current condition of the roof is dry. You can feel how crunchy these shingles are as we release them. Alright, now what I want to do is run my fingers underneath each shingle book. What we're feeling for is material transfer, ripping or tearing. I want to make sure that we have there's a big glob of material right here, and it is stuck to book 6. That's called material transfer. We'll mark it with an MT. I feel little bits underneath here, but nothing egregious. Same here. I feel some globs. I do have an area right here that's pretty thick and aggressive. If we look close, we can see this area right here where the fiberglass is exposed. That's material that's ripped off and transferred onto the bottom of 7. So we have material transfer onto 7 from book 5. All right. Now what I need to do is remove any fasteners that hold our book into place. Looking at it, we have a stapled system. I'm using a roofing snake to pull these staples out. All right, I believe that I have all the staples that were in our nail strip removed. Now I need to get the ones that are in the books of 5 and 6. come right here. Let's look at book 5. We notice when we pull this staple that this book is in 2 pieces. Look at this. This is separation at the seam. This book has fallen apart into 2 pieces. Book 5 is a completely damaged book. It needs to be replaced. When these shingles have been up here for so long, they mat together, and when you start to release them or pull staples out in the dry conditions, they fall into pieces. I think this might be our last fastener. I think after this one we should be able to remove shingle book X. Let's take a look at it. Yeah, and I'm correct. We are able to slide it out. Now if we look here, this is that area of material transfer. This is what material transfer looks like. We see the fiberglass is exposed. All this material is on the bottom of book 6. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my shingle book, I'm going to set it right there off to the side, and we're going to collect some measurements. So I see that this shingle is 38.5 inches long. By 13, and it's hard to tell right there, 3/8. All right. Now that we have our measurements documented, what we'll do, we'll bring the shingle book back over here. We're going to look underneath here. We're going to make sure that we have a solidly sheathable surface, and we don't have any large aggressive rips or tears in anything. The underlayment is straight and flush, and it is. So I'll take my shingle book, line it up into place, and work to get it back reset. I have the shingle book reset. Now I'm going to take 1.25 inch per code roofing nails and the recommended roofing snake. The reason why we use the roofing snake so we don't have to lift books 5 and 6 more than necessary to get an appropriate nail strike. Look at this. Whoa. This is book 6. This is book 6. The same thing has happened here. This book has fallen into 2 pieces. We see the separation at the seam, the delaminated tooth. This book is now damaged as well and needs to be replaced. We have separation all the way across the seam, delaminated tooth there, a delaminated tooth here. This is partially delaminated. This book is completely falling apart. It needs to be replaced. What I'm going to do, make sure I'm straight in the nail strip. There we go. That's 1. Straight in the nail strip. That's 2. 3. And 4. I do have my shingle book reinserted. What I want to do is a review real quick on the system, all the shingles that surround our shingle book. We'll start with 1 first. 1 is underneath our shingle book. We see that everything is tight. It has not been disturbed. We'll look at book 2. Book 2 is the same. It has not been disturbed. Book 3 is off to the left. It needs to be sealed. However, it has not been disturbed. Book 4. Book 4 has not been disturbed. Book 5, however, has material transfer and has fallen into 2 pieces. This tooth is delaminated. This seam is delaminated. We have material that's ripped off it onto book 7. This is a damaged book. It needs to be replaced. Book 6. Book 6 has the material ripped off of book X. On the bottom of it, material transfer. It has 1, 2, 3 delaminated teeth, and it's falling into 2 pieces at the seam. This is a damaged book, and it needs to be replaced. Book 7. Book 7 has, look at this. This is a delaminated tooth, and it has a, let's look right here. This is a tool impact. When we went to separate the seam, this small tear occurred. We have material transferred off of 5. This is a damaged book. It will need to be replaced. Book 8. We see this little tooth is delaminated. This tooth is delaminated. This tooth is delaminated. So we have 3 delaminated teeth. This is a damaged book. The delaminated teeth, the reason why they're a problem is because they overlap, they hold on. The top holds on to the bottom by these teeth. When the teeth become delaminated, the book separates at the seam and falls into 2 pieces. So by my count, we have 5, 6, 7, and 8 that have all been drastically affected by the removal and replacement of 1 shingle. That leaves us with a ratio that 4 out of 8 books are affected or damaged because of the repair. Because of this ratio, I do deem this roof irreparable.